What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Dicky, and I am back. Y'all, I'm on a different note tonight. It's almost 12 o'clock in the morning. You know, I like doing my videos late now. I'm gonna have to start getting y'all some afternoon video. Cause I be more, y'all get me at my little downtime. But I have more energy, and I want to show y'all my more energetic side. But anyways, so y'all, tonight I got I got a couple of opinions that I just be thinking about, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't be want to come in on my videos really like how I be want y'all to come in on my videos. But I got a couple questions, and maybe somebody who see my videos that do come in on my videos can give me more of an insight and give me, more give me their opinion about what I'm gonna say. Now, y'all, I am like I slid. I pay attention to politics a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I watch the news. Some people say don't watch the news, don't watch the news. It's depressing and stuff like that. But I don't have no choice but to watch the news, y'all. As a matter of fact, we need to be watching the news and watching the sky and making sure we take cover. Anybody got a bunker, let me know. And then I probably need to come bring my family. Just, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to laugh about it, but hey, sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, yeah, I was one of them people that I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. And I like to hear people out because I have learned, you know what I'm saying, throughout the years, I don't like for people to just tell me. I like to know. Like I like to do my own research. I don't want nobody to tell me what I need to do and who I need to vote for, who I need to like, whatever. I like to do my own research, you know. And even though I don't do a lot of research on politics and stuff like that, I do pay attention to a lot. I do. So, but I can tell y'all a couple discussions that I have had with people. Now, this one time, me and this girl was having this discussion about like the food stamps, like people get food stamps. Now, y'all, I ain't been able to. The last time I qualified for food stamps, it was like $59, and it was just me and my daughter, and she was probably like 13, 14 maybe, and she was in middle school, and I worked, but father went nowhere. Like he wasn't helping. I ain't gonna say really, he wasn't helping out. So I had to pay my own rent, my own light bill, and all this other stuff, and I only qualified for $59. Now, how that happened, I don't know. But the girl only qualified for $59. I felt like $59 wasn't even worth my time to be, having people out in your business just to get some food stamps. So I never even, you know, tried to do it after that. I just was like, oh well, I get it how I live. So, but me and this girl, we was talking about food stamps. Now, I'm not a hater on people who do get it. Like, if you get food stamps, oh well, you know what I'm saying. Whatever you do, whatever. But even me, I was having this discussion with this girl one time, and she was like, you know, people with food stamps, they be going to the store buying crab legs and all this other stuff, and I'm like, do we really care? Because to me, if you're a person that like crab legs and you want seafood, you're gonna get it, whether you get the food stamps or not. So why are you really worried about what the next person using for the food stamps? Like, if they want some crab legs, it's food. People get tired of eating. I get tired of eating chicken. I promise you. I probably want me some crab legs too if I'm using it. Getting food stamp because you get tired of eating the same thing, and there's only so many ways that you can prepare chicken. You can prepare ground beef. You can prepare burgers. It's limited. So why I gotta eat chicken every day just because I get food stamp? Like, why I can't eat crab legs? Like, to me, that's kind of selfish. You know what I'm saying? And first of all, to even care about what somebody else doing with what they got. What you want some food stamps? Go have you some babies and have get food stamps or whatever you gotta do to get them. You go do it and worry about yourself. I can't hate on the next person. I can't do it. And my mind don't be worried about what somebody else doing with what they got. I just don't. Okay, that's one thing. Then another question. Now, I've been looking at a lot of other videos, and it was this one video. I think it was like on Instagram or either YouTube where this man was like, okay, he was a black man. He went into this place and he was trying to get like a grant or a loan for something. I don't know. And he was like, now I don't know a lot, but I do pay attention. And he was going into this, it was a real facility and stuff like that that he was going into, and he was trying to get like a grant or a loan for something. I don't know. I think it was for like a business, something that he wanted to open. But he was like, I can't even, black people, we can't even go in here and get no, we can't get this, we can't get that. But let, the Arabs and all the other people come over and they can get that kind of stuff. Now, I'ma say, you know, why is that? Like, although I'm not the type of person that feel like, okay, well, I ain't gonna say I don't feel like, maybe I do, but okay, if our ancestors, dealt with slavery and dealt with a whole lot of stuff, and then people, and then they was probably older or killed, or what I'm saying, they never got anything, no reparations for the things that they went through. So at no point in time did they get, like, even when they was able, like I've heard stories about black cities and black towns that was thriving, that had their own, what I'm saying, banks and whatever, and it was an all black town, and then people came in and flooded them, like Lake Lanier. I live near Lake Lanier, that has a lot of questions about, what I'm saying, what's underneath Lake Lanier. And then I think it's another park. Is it Central Park? I think Central Park. They said it was once like a black town or something, and it got flooded and stuff like that. So why is it that, okay, some white people, nah, I ain't gonna say all, but some white people will say that black people need to stop looking for handouts and reparations and stuff like that. But when black people are thriving and stuff like that, you still have other people who hate on that, and then they come and destroy their whole cities, like everything that they got going on. Like, you can't tell me at one point that I don't need, like, my folks who died for, what I'm saying, our freedom, and fought for our freedom, and they never got reparations for, what I'm saying, the pain and suffering that they went through, that we don't need to, what I'm saying, we didn't go through it, so we shouldn't be expecting a handout. But then when it comes to people who were thriving and stuff like that, black people that was thriving, had their own town and cities and living good, then y'all came in and killed them all, and flooded out their cities and stuff like that. Like, and then you got people who's coming over from other countries and stuff like that, and are able to get loans and grants to start businesses and stuff that black people can't even get. Like, it's like, I see, I look at a lot of Republican, Democrat type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think I would vote more on the Democratic side, simply because I do feel that people, they do try to help people more than the Republican, especially what I'm seeing. But I do not like the fact that, if Democrats are for it. Now, I need to do more research, because I pretty much just listen to certain things, and then when I start to hear it a lot, what I'm saying, it becomes believable when you hear it a lot. And I don't feel that people should be able to come over from other countries and stuff and get things that people who live here barely can get. Now, I do know that, times are different. So black people can get more help than they was able to, but I still know it's harder for black people to get that kind of help. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I.e. the man that went into the facility that was trying to get a loan or whatever, and he was turned down. he was black. You know, they only had those type of things for certain people. Like, why is that? You know, when I just feel like, you know, to me, I could understand um, the DEI of it all. You know what I'm saying? I could understand putting DEI in, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that black people got the same opportunities as white people. But if you want to take away the DEI and say that people should just be able to thrive regardless of if you black or white, Hispanic, whatever, whatever, then you can't tell me at that same time that you want me to thrive, but you won't hire me just because of my skin color. Like, come on now. It was put in. You know, I don't think that black people are getting hired simply because of their skin color. I think black people are getting hired because of their skin color and because of their resume being they working hard, you know what I'm saying, they going to the schools, you know what I'm saying, they looking up different stuff and they're finding you know, they're doing what they're supposed to do to get in these positions. You can't just tell me you gonna hire me because I'm black and I don't got nothing behind me to show that I can do the job. No, of course, if you got DEI put in place, you gonna have some diversity. Plus, I'm gonna have a resume that can show I'm able to do the job. So you know, it's like, you know, I would say I can't say that I'm Democratic or I can't say that I'm Republican because like a lot of things that I see, like even with like Grappa, y'all. Grappa. Now I know black people been on Grappa. Some black people been on Grappa for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like a person should use Grappa as just a way of life. Now, food stamps, being that food be kind of high, if you qualify to get food stamps, also be it. You know, as long as you can get it, whatever, whatever. But grappa to me is something that um, when you are working, you got a job. If your job, if you stay at a job that only that you're only able to pay half of your rent all your life, then baby, you need to do better with your life. Like, why would you just settle because you got the government paying for half of your bills and not want something better for yourself if you're able to? You know what I'm saying? I feel like graphic sometimes, I think it should be like a stepping stone. Maybe 5 years, 5 years, 10 years to me is a little stretch. 5 years with somebody helping you pay half of your rent. If you ain't able to stack up your money and get the things that you need to get within 5 years, baby, what are you doing? To me, 5 years should be it should be long enough because I know people right now that's on Grapple that been on Grapple for a very long time, and they in their 40s and 50 years old, and they've been on that for a long time. Now, baby, what are you doing? Because it's like now you're cheating the system, and the thing about it is, I feel like you are you covering up, you taking the space where somebody else young, like college kids, like they probably should be the ones on graphic and stuff like that. Like if they want to not live in dorms and stuff like that, and they want to get grants to live in an apartment and stuff like that, and have them a little side job with that, you know, I feel like they should be the one that qualify for that. You know, single mothers, you know what I'm saying? You struggling, you got kids, you ain't got the job necessarily that you need right now, but you know what I'm saying, you working towards it. Okay, but to stay in a stagnant place just so somebody can help you, to me is it's a little it's a little much. Like I feel like we should all want to do better in our life. We shouldn't want to stay at a certain point just so somebody else can help me pay my bills. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, you know, really just point out, you know, what I feel like people do, you know what I'm saying? Because that ain't none of my business. But I just feel like if you've been on that longer than 5 years, baby, it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to do it. If you didn't do what you're supposed to do in 5 years, and somebody help you pay your rent in 5 years, pay half of your rent in 5 years. Come on now. Like, that's just too much. Like, to me, like, because you really taking up space. Somebody who really need it may need it and they can't get on it because you've been on it for 20, 30 years. Like, come on now. Like, for real. Let's do better. Let's do better. You know. So, I hope I ain't, what I'm saying, rule no feathers, what I'm saying, rule nobody feathers. But, I mean, ruffle some feathers. I hope I ain't ruffle nobody feathers. But, these just things that I think about, that, you know, I be like, just wondering, like, why? You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't have people, because I really have strong opinions. And when it's something that I believe in, I really believe in it. And sometimes people don't be like, girl, you probably should be about. I really feel like in my past life, y'all, I was a Black Panther. Like, I do, because I be feeling so strongly about certain things. But I won't say that everything that Black people do I agree with. I can't say that everything. I cannot say that. Now, I'm going to fight for rights. I will fight for rights. Right is right and wrong is wrong. But to me, because of the things that people have been through, sometimes we kind of use the system. And I know Black people ain't the only one. I do know that. I know Black people is not the only ones that'll bleed the system dry. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get everything they can get up out of it. But I just feel like they're able to put that stigma on Black people sometimes because they see that sometimes we don't try, and we're not the only people. Let me get that straight. We're not the only people that they're gonna bleed the system. I know that. I know we ain't the only people, but I'm just saying from my experience, from what I see. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't be around with the people, but I do see. You know what I'm saying? And I just really, I just be feeling, just answering questions, just want to know why, I don't know if y'all really feel any way about anything, you know what I'm saying, about anything that I'm saying, but, if you do, come in, let me know, you know what I'm saying, how you feeling. I mean, we can have, some kind of discussion about it, Cause I just be wanting, I just be thinking to myself like, do other people feel, am I wrong for feeling the way that I feel? Because like I said, some things I agree with, some things I don't. Like, I do feel like if you can get the help, get the help, but don't get the help so long that you 50 years old and somebody 20 and 21 years old can't get the help because you won't elevate yourself and you want to stay in that place. Like, come on now. Let everybody get a piece of the pie, is what I'm saying. Let everybody get a piece of the pie. But I don't know. I might ruffle somebody's feathers, but I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? If I did, you know what I'm saying? You can come in, you can let me know, like, comment, and subscribe, let me know, and we can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I just wanted to really say. And y'all be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know what's going on. Like I said, I watch a lot of the politics, and I don't really want to get too deep into what's going on right now. I just talked about things that, you know what I'm saying, that I be thinking about, as far as the food stamps and the grants, people coming on getting grants that we can get. And then, uh, the graphic thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little discussion that I had with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And I just be, you know, hmm, you know, oh well, But like I said, y'all, Like, comment, and subscribe on my video. If you feel some kind of way, let me know. But don't get mad at your girl. You know, they just my thoughts. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes, okay? I love you guys. I love you guys. So like I said, thank you to everybody who subscribed to my channel so far. And yeah, we're gonna keep running it up. So y'all have an awesome night, great week, the first beginning of March. You're going by fast, y'all. We better get it together. Get up, get out, and get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. Y'all have an awesome night. Good night.